Mr Acting Speaker, I seek leave of the House to permit the moving of a motion forthwith regarding the anniversary of the Armenian Genocide and a maximum of 2 speakers to the motion for a period of up to 5 minutes each.
Is leave granted?
Yes.
Leave is granted.
Mr Acting Speaker, I move that this House 1 notes that on the 17th of April 1997 the House recognised and condemned the genocide of the Armenians by the then Ottoman Empire, Ottoman Government between 1915 and 1922, and designated 24 April of every year thereafter as a day of remembrance for the 1.5 million Armenians who fell victim to the first genocide of the 20th century. 2, recognises that Assyrians and Greeks were subjected to qualitatively similar genocides by the then Ottoman Government between 1915 and 1922. 3, reaffirms its condemnation of the genocide of the Assyrians, Armenians and Greeks and all other acts of genocide as the ultimate act of intolerance. 5, recognises the importance of remembering and learning from such dark chapters in human history to ensure that such crimes against humanity are not allowed to be repeated. 6, acknowledges and pays tribute to the contribution of the Anzac servicemen who aided the survivors of the genocide. And 7, acknowledges the significant humanitarian relief contribution made by the people of New South Wales to the victims and survivors of the genocide. Mr Acting Speaker, the horrors of the genocide lives deep within the hearts of many people across our community. When migrants choose to make a new life in Australia, they often leave behind the marginalisation they've experienced in their homelands. For many, the decision to migrate can be a painful one, and being forced to leave one's motherland due to oppression or persecution is devastating. Genocide has been something too many settlers on these shores have escaped from, and I move this motion to recognise the genocide of the Armenians, Greeks and Assyrians which occurred after 1915. This motion reflects the community's determination that genocide is never forgotten and is recognised around the world. Madam Speaker, we can take pride that New South Wales offers safe haven for people who face genocide around the world, whether those being remembered in this motion or in subsequent times. We can take pride that within New South Wales, individuals in these communities have rebuilt their lives, salvaged their identities, and now they can be identified as Australian as well as with their homelands. The Armenian, Assyrian and Greek communities continue to play a significant role in helping shape the vibrant cosmopolitan character and culture that characterises New South Wales. Especially in the small business sector, individuals and families from these communities are shining examples of the benefits to this state and this nation of multiculturalism. Having left war-torn countries in the Middle East, many Armenians, Assyrians and Greeks established small businesses which continue to thrive decades later. Madam Speaker, I make special mention of the member for Smithfield, Andy Rowan, whose parents were amongst the refugees who fled these atrocities and settled in this country. The member for Smithfield has previously recognised the National Day of Remembrance of the Genocides in this Parliament. In moving this motion, I acknowledge a similar motion moved in the Legislative Council by the Honourable Fred Nile MLC. Madam Speaker, like the motion passed with the support of both sides of politics in this place 16 years ago, this motion should continue to enjoy the support of this Parliament. To address such horrific crimes of the past maintains our vigilance to prevent such acts against humanity in the future.